Radio Chisenga, restoring everything in Christ with love and truth. Good afternoon. We now present the main news with me, Clara Chisenga. The headlines: ECZ to meet stakeholders on nomination fees. Kakoso ward residents want a police post reopened. Plus, coach Mohamed Fati feels NAPS Stars needs 3 weeks to prepare for the resumption of the league. And now the news in detail. And kindly be informed that we're also live on the Radio Chisenga Facebook page. The Electoral Commission of Zambia, ECZ, says it may this week convene a meeting with political parties on the proposed nomination fees for candidates in next year's general elections. ECZ spokesperson Margaret Chimanse says the stakeholder meeting will present an opportunity for the political parties and ECZ to find a lasting solution on the matter. Ms. Chimanse spoke to Radio Chisenga News. Some residents of Kakoso Ward in Chilabombo district are calling for the reopening of the Kakoso police post. Kakoso police post was closed after it was damaged by some people at the time of the gassing incident. But the residents want the police post reopened to arrest the criminal activities in the area.
Wangu mshati uteko batore kishapo pantu na tuchwa sana kuno kumwesu ama crimes ya kula kuno ya.
And area councillor Fabiano Wali assured the residents that the police post will reopen once necessary logistics are put in place.
Our community, we msango wako tira mwakulana la police post. Chama to wasi kuri bena bapanga contributions kwa tiwamfwa ifo chile kalipa pako na ule special uteko. Kwena BOQ to apangilia dia 1500 nde total abadwa sefe respondi wino na ngufetch pendo to ale fo cha 1500 tashkirepo tashkirepa di 1200 to ali bude ko wale to afa kwa PWD bali hapo wabombele ko wali ngisha ko amagas penza toleke ama dose effective mwefa wanaike ko mkati. So third party for kuomba kwa kwati one mukati muli container kuamia kwa ama singing bozato anaika na float ya wino then ningwata pali ward fund yao ndepoka na CDF kwa dio kwa tipingabika pa ma toilets sister pa ma toilets wale kwa toilet ya mkati.
As schools continue to conduct lessons under the new normal, having certain requirements such as thermometers and washing points in the prevention of COVID-19 has remained a challenge. According to the Zambia National Union of Teachers, Zanut on the Copperbelt, some schools do not have sufficient washing buckets and thermometers. Union Copperbelt Provincial Chairperson David Siamuto is therefore asking parents and well-wishers to come on board and urge the locking schools.
Are still adapting to the new normal, and also it is important that parents and other well-wishers visit the schools to support them. The face masks is a big issue for some of the schools. The washing points is also another big issue for some of the schools, including the thermometers, the infrared thermometers. It is another big issue for most schools. So I ask the parents, some more wishers, to go and partner with our schools.
Chief Nkana of Lufonyama District says people in his chiefdom have responded positively to the measures on COVID-19. The traditional leader said the rate at which subjects in the area are observing the public health guidelines was encouraging. He has also praised the government for conducting sensitization programs in his chiefdom on coronavirus.
Ubaleta kulukukonka amafunde ayo ayalukufwaibwa kuchichinjiriramo pamang'anda neri mumisebo mutulukuya mumishi. Ichi chintu chachine muno mwabankana abantu besu bachikonka na bukumo balikuchikonka na fweo kwemfumu tulukuchikonka. Twatotela sana ba Minister of Health in government bakuti entangishi shibile bwiwe bachenje.
The president of the German Bishops' Conference said Pope Francis appreciated the German Church's synodal way after a meeting with him. In a statement following his private audience with the Pope on June 27, Bishop George Batzing said he felt strengthened by the intensive exchange with the Holy Father to continue on the path the Church in the area has taken. According to the Catholic News Urgency website, Bishop Batzing traveled to the Vatican the day after the German Church released a figure showing it lost a number of members in 2019. Some Zambians living in the diaspora have called for the transformation of the country's education system to fully benefit and equip learners. They have observed that the current system does not prepare learners to become employers. Rather, it encourages them to hunt for jobs. UK-based leadership consultant and lecturer Martin Kalungu Banda says the curriculum should be changed into a craft and a practical one.
System must be transformed. It's not suitable for ourselves. It's not suitable for our children's children. We must be honest enough and admit that there are enough brains and hearts in the country, but we have to honor that it's not working. We are training children for jobs and issues that are not there. Maybe some of them have changed, but there were times when we were asking children in an exam, what is the capital city of the United Kingdom? Nobody ever here learns anything about Zambia. And even if you pass, what does that do to you? So what have you learned that will help you create a job, that will help you solve the problems of environment?
And another Zambian based in Washington, D.C., Evans Musonda, criticized government leaders who have enrolled their children in private schools and failed to improve education standards in the Zambian public schools.
Private school. Such a leader should step down on moral grounds because that's not his area. Within your jurisdiction, you cannot even take your children to Masambia public schools. Minister of Education, and you have an award public schools. I'm not values tahuli on ethical grounds. The only honest that somebody should step down because ni na ale mona abantu bambi kweba bali inferior. Abale yakuli ya jama school bali inferior. Therefore, because na kwa toru pia ala twala abana kuma school aye alibwina ma private schools.
In football, coach Mohamed Fati says NAPSA Stars needs at least 3 weeks to prepare before the league resumes next month. In an interview with our club media officer, Gwena Chupasula, Fati, however, said the 3 months of quarantine will not affect the team's target of playing continental football.
Go to continental and to book one position in top 4. So far, we're number 2 now, and we're progressing very well. We know what we're supposed to do, and we know our target. And we continue from where we ended before the quarantine. Not all the players will be 100% fit within 3-4 weeks, but I think with after 4-5 games, I think they
Napsa Stars coach Mohammed Fati there. This news broadcaster comes to you in the community service of Radio Chisenga for compliments of the Zambia Catholic University, Moose Milling, and the Zambia National Building Society. And now the international news is monitored from the BBC. Officials say Malawi's opposition leader, Lazarus Chakwera, has won the country's rerun presidential vote. He defeated the incumbent Peter Mutharika with 58.57% of the vote in Tuesday's poll, the Electoral Commission announced late on Saturday. In February, Malawi's Constitutional Court annulled Mr. Mutharika's victory in the May 2019 election, citing a vote tampering. The country was bitterly divided in the run-up to this week's election. Iran, the country's worst hit by the coronavirus in the Middle East, is making the wearing of face masks mandatory from next Sunday. Speaking on state television, President Hassan Rouhani said it will be obligatory in areas where there are gatherings. However, he did not say what the penalty will be for failure to comply. According to the Deputy Health Minister, services will not be given to those without masks in areas such as government organizations and shopping malls. Russia has rejected as baseless accusations that it offered Taliban-linked militants rewards to kill US and other NATO troops in Afghanistan. The New York Times and Washington Post cited US officials saying a Russian military intelligence unit linked to assassination attempts in Europe had offered the alleged bounties last year. The Russian embassy in the US said the claims had led to threats to diplomats. The Taliban also denied there was any such deal with Russian intelligence. To end the main news, a reminder on the stories that made headlines. ECZ to meet stakeholders on nomination phase. Kakoso ward residents want a police post reopened. Plus, coach Mohammed Fati says Napsa Stars needs 3 weeks to prepare for the resumption of the league. Remember to play your part in the fight against coronavirus by wearing a face mask whenever in public, maintain a social distance, and wash your hands frequently for at least 20 seconds. Avoid a close contact with people who are sick. And now the weather update is compiled by the Zambia Meteorological Department. Lusaka and southern provinces in the afternoon will have few clouds and will be warm with temperatures ranging between 24 degrees Celsius to 29 degrees Celsius. The rest of Zambia will have few clouds, windy at times, and cool to mild in the morning, while the afternoon cloudy and warm with temperatures ranging between 16 and 22 degrees Celsius. On behalf of the entire studio and news crew on duty, I'm Clara Chisenga. Keep listening to the Station of Light.